Kind of picking up on that point, I think we'll probably get into a lot of the technical elements of what we learned there, seeing how the different energy waste water systems really functioned. And I was certainly, it was a huge eye-opener to see those systems on the ground in some of the communities like Western Harbor, Augustenborg, and some of the others. But just picking up on that, the thing that was kind of the aha moment for me in a lot of ways was the importance of, as impressive and frankly as intimidating as their success can be, that at the end of the day, you have to pick an idea and set a goal and drive a stake in the ground and start somewhere. It's kind of what you were saying, Mike, about the McGraw Square, Westlake Plaza. It's brilliant, it's innovative, they've taken it to a level over 30 years that is incredible, but at the end of the day, what they started with wasn't rocket science. They had a fundamental problem, which is similar to the problem that we have. It's not as visceral. Climate change is not quite as direct as the fuel crisis that they were facing in Denmark. But there's a part of me that really brought home this lesson about the leadership piece and just putting that stake in the ground and having the ability to be consistent. And I know this is very hard for us, but to have that consistent commitment over a long period of time. You start with the plaza and then you connect it to another great public space. Or in our case now, we've, I think, established some real leadership in Seattle with green building. The kind of motto we have is green building, make it the everyday practice. How do we now take that success and move it to making a sustainable neighborhood the everyday practice, and sort of taking that lesson to the scale of buildings operating together as a neighborhood, looking at the systems. But ultimately, it's sort of how do you take the technical wisdom that they have, pull that forward and find the ability to create the consistent leadership in our context so that we can start working on this stuff and carry it through for multiple years. And just the fact that I think the discussion in Seattle is starting to get to that point. iSustain has helped us kind of move through oh wow, this is how this works, this is what it could be, to now how do we get it on the ground? And that was actually where we kind of ended the discussions as we were having our final dinner, was sort of, okay, well, we really need to jump into the financing of this, and we really need to jump into the governance of this. And I think that's a sign that's very positive that we've kind of come to that point.